Are you looking for better ways to generate an income online, make some extra money? Are you looking for ways to pay for that holiday that's coming up? Are you looking for ways to pay for a wedding? It could be for your family or your own wedding. Are you looking for ways that you can work online and live and work from anywhere you choose, interacting with your clients from anywhere you choose without the limitations of the country where you live in? I was listening to an influencer on Instagram and he said the United States is one of the best places to work, build a business, but not to live. And in my mind, I thought, okay, I'm based in the UK. And in my mind, I was thinking, it depends on a person's plan. So you have to decide, do you want to live in and work in the United States? Or do you want to work in the United States, but plan your retirement somewhere in the world? Whatever your thing is, whatever you decide, you could be based in the UK watching this video and thinking, yes, I'm looking for ways to make money online. I've got you. Let's look at some ideas. I've been working in the online space for some time, and the more I work online, the more I realize people need something, a system that helps you to stay focused. I hope this helps. When you are focused, when you come online, say you go online, right? We all go on our laptops or our desktops or your iPad or your phone. You need a space where you can go and just focus on that space. Because when you are distracted with so many tabs opened, it can almost feel like it's impossible to get any work done, because you can work from home, you can actually work on a laptop, but still get distracted. So one of the things I do is I plan my day the night before. This is a spiritual principle that is very helpful. Most days I plan my day the night before, and I look at, what do I want to work on? How many live streams do I want to do? Who do I need to email? You know, all the different business things that need to be done. Can I check my payments? Has any payments come in? Do I need to respond to some questions on social media? So there are so many different things online that you can feel confused. So let me get straight to it. You need a central space where you can work. And it's not just a central space, but it is a place, a website, right, that you can create multiple income streams. Think about it. Your own space on the internet that is like an office to you, your own virtual space, your own corner of the World Wide Web that you own. And it's free. You don't have to pay anything to do this. All you will pay is the standard hosting fees, domain name, etc., etc. Now think of it this way. It doesn't even matter what age, because somebody said to me on Instagram, thank you, Meg, you are helping us to think about this idea that it doesn't matter what age you are, you can create your own lifestyle on your terms, that you're happy, you're enjoying your quality of life, you're not stressed out dealing with the same either relationship issues, health issues, or money issues. You want a space that is just yours, where you can focus. Yes, there's an organizational psychologist, you can check him out here on YouTube, Dr. Benjamin Hardy. He talks about how to 10x your life, and I love his ideas so much. There was a time I was just binge watching his content because his ideas were just like mind-blowing to me. That if you really want to 10x your life, if you really want to improve the quality of your life, focus. Give yourself focus. Give yourself focus. We go on Instagram, and before you know it, you're watching all the cat videos, you're watching all the quotes, and you're watching other companies. It is probably smarter to, if you are going to watch other companies, connect with them, engage with them as potential customers. So let's go back. Number one, create your own space online. Your own central hub where you promote your products and your services. That's it. Now, ideally, I'm giving you all the goods. I'm not leaving anything else. I created this system for myself. Ideas that have helped me and transformed my life, given me the courage to be working on the kind of business that I'm working on now, and another project and so forth. That space online, when you log on, the first thing you want to do, this is going to mean something to somebody. You want to look at your vision board. You want to look at your vision board, the very first thing, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, to remind yourself, this is where I'm going. This is why I'm working on this project. This is why I'm making this extra income. Because when you've got that constant reminder, it gives you like a focus, right? We are not easily distracted because you have decided this is non-negotiable. I'm not talking about, you're not sure, you're thinking about it, you've got options. No. I'm talking for those of you, there's probably 100 of you watching, maybe 1,000, maybe 10,000, who are eventually going to watch this video, and you are thinking, I have made a decision. Because to choose, as my own coach said, is to have a lot of options. But to make a decision is to decide, I don't want anything else. This is the way I'm going to go. This is the way my life should go. And I am happy with this because I am making an informed decision. So this will actually also do with identity. If you see yourself a certain way, like because of what has happened in history or politics, current or past, if you see yourself a certain way because of family background, cultural backgrounds, it may be nigh impossible to even follow through with all the instructions I'm giving you, as simplistic as I am making them to be. Because execution has to do with understanding that you have autonomy. You are an individual. You have self-governance. You have to decide, this is me and I'm going for it. So that's number one. The first space that you create must be a place that is just heaven on earth for you. It's online, but it's heaven on earth for you. It's your go-to place. It's your place of feeling encouraged. It's your place of feeling empowered. It's your place of feeling like you got this. So hence the vision board. If you want a vision board, I've got a kit that I've created. I will send you a link. This will be life-changing for you. And I'll give you some reasons later on. Or rather, let me tell you now. When I was relocating from a remote little place in Africa, that you may not know even if I mentioned it, it's not a dream destination yet. When I was relocating from that place, I moved to another place when I was working because I worked as a registered nurse to begin with. That's my first career. I remember sitting in this coffee shop, and it was as if by divine inspiration, like God just gave me a download, really feeling like I don't know what to do. Because I'd never traveled outside of my country at that point. I'd actually traveled to another country, but I'd never thought beyond the continent of Africa. There was no need. I was never really interested. I was happy where I was. I was a trained nurse. I got a good job. I'm earning good money. It was good for me because my family background was such that it's working class. So that was good because I knew I could manage my own bills. I could live my life on my terms. But anyway, due to personal circumstances, I knew I had to take another step. And somebody said, sometimes you need a really deep heartbreak to refocus your life and to start thinking about your life and to take your life seriously. And you could be in that place watching this video and you realize, oh my goodness, I needed somebody like her to remind me. Everything happens for our good if you love God, if you choose to love God, if you choose to accept God in your life, if you choose to make Him a priority in your life. Everything that happens to you is not an accident because you are asking God to be your God, to watch over you, to protect you, to take care of you, to guide you, to lead you. And that's one of His promises. One of His promises is to lead you to better. Yes? John 10:10 talks about this. I have come that you may have life and life more abundantly. So God will always lead you to better. The Lord is my shepherd. There is no lack in any area in my life, psychologically, academically, spiritually, health-wise, financially. Psalm 23 means more than most people realize. So God will always lead you by His Holy Spirit to places that are better for you. He always leads us away from where we are to better. So as one of His daughters, I have made it my mission as a business owner to help business owners and content creators, or those of you who want to build a personal brand, to make that change, the transformation from where you are to where you need to be. Transformation requires a decision. If you don't make the decision, if you feel like you've got a lot of options, you won't make a decision. But some of us, some of you watching, recognize that you need to make a decision. You've been watching these videos on YouTube and you know it's time. So I'm talking to somebody like that. So you create your own space online. It's a website. Or you can even decide you start with a WordPress blog, which is free. But I highly recommend you to take the fast track. Okay? The fast lane. The fast lane is way better. There are premium benefits in the fast lane. While everybody else is trying to work out what happened, you making things happen. While everybody's waking up to news that is strange and they're panicking about their stocks and shares and all this, you know what you're working on. You won't be panicking. When everybody's afraid of the future, you'll be like, I'm not afraid of the future. I know God got me. And you know you're making a difference to the human race. You know you're empowering people. God will give you long life to make up for wasted years if you are willing to be a blessing to the human race. It doesn't have to be because they come to your church or you want them to come to your church, but you decide, no, it is the right thing to do. Whatever I have overcome, whatever challenges I have faced, let me support another human being. I'm actually looking for 100 people to sign up to this coaching program that I've started. And it's going to be life-changing for you. So, number one, that space. This space, your vision board. Where do you want your health to be? Yes. Where do you want to be maybe before you get married? Do you want to lose weight? Not just for the wedding, but for your own sake. Because you're starting a whole new journey, right? If you're getting married, you're starting on a whole new journey with another individual. That by now, you have enough information to make a long-term commitment with them. So that's one area. Financially, where do you want your finances to be? This is important to understand because things don't just happen by themselves. So that means you have to look at the industry you are in. You have to look at the career you are in. Is there a possibility for you to be financially free? Is there a possibility that you can become financially free in the shortest time possible? Because financial freedom is not this elongated just over so many years. You want to make some money quickly to encourage you, to inspire you so you can make a decision to what's next. Because the most precious thing we all have is time. And so I want to help you with that. How to compress time, not to waste time. Some of you, the businesses that you do, you don't need to be wasting time. You want to follow my system where you can reach your ideal clients in the shortest time possible. Collapsing time. This is important. The train is going. You better jump on. The flight is about to go. You better jump on or you miss out. Okay? What's another area? Relationships. Because this is all in your vision board. Yes, we're talking about your vision board at the moment. You look at your relationships and you're like, I think something needs to become better. Maybe the way your kids talk to you, your adult children, they've seen you struggling and they have lost respect because they have no idea you are in transition. So they can be disrespectful because of their own frustration and all this. Your part is to continue to love them and forgive them because you know what you're working on. You're working with Coach Meg and you've decided, I'm not going to give up yet. So just understand when your children are being difficult. Or you may have a toxic ex who doesn't want to leave you be. You see, every individual in our lives, you must make sure they understand where they fit in your world. If they are in your world to try and cause havoc, upheaval, upset you, you quickly decide, I am limiting the amount of time I spend with you. I am reducing the amount of time I spend with you. That's one of the things that I do in my own world. Because just because we're related or you were a part of my world doesn't mean you have access to me. So you have to decide. And I know that takes courage. It's part of the coaching. When we coach together, that's one of the things we'll be going through. It takes courage. Some of you have noticed this relationship is a waste. You have looked at counseling, looked at a marriage counselor, and your partner doesn't want to know, and they're not even involved. So you have to think, what do I need to do? Speak with your marriage counselor and think in your own heart, what have you observed? Is this person going to change? Or is this the kind of person that you will have to forgive them and let them be from a distance? You have to decide that. It could be your friendships. Some friendships are just space holders. You want to make sure every space in your life is filled with the right people, where there's mutual respect, where iron sharpens iron, where they're working on something that is equal to you or even better, and they're inspiring you and encouraging you to level up. We all need friends like that, whatever age. Do not let culture fool you into believing you're all that when you know you can become better. Do not be a victim of your own success. It's important to understand that. And Dr. Benjamin Hardy talks about this as well. He says when you reach a certain level of success in your life, you can feel like you've plateaued. Like, what else is there to do? There's no more challenge. And that is when you decide this is ground zero. I'm starting on to the next level. So life is a journey of personal growth and development, whatever age. Yes, I see too many people miserable and unhappy in the circumstances they are in, unaware that if they had the right knowledge, which is one of the principles of transformation, if they became aware of the options and possibilities available to them, they wouldn't be doing the same thing. They wouldn't accept their circumstances as they are. They would start working on a transformation. Okay, so that's your vision board. We've talked about relationships, your finances, and your health. Your health, I need to say, I have a healthcare background, so it is so to just, what am I trying to say? Just as a reminder to myself mainly, make a decision. Do you want to do 5,000 steps every day? Go for a walk, which has multiple benefits. You get to enjoy the outside. I know it's getting a bit rainy and cold and winter in the UK, but when the weather is, when it's dry, you can still go. Go for that run. Go for that walk, whatever your thing is. Or do indoor aerobics. You can put a video in your house. You can put it on your phone and then follow along with the instructions that trainer is doing. Okay? And then we've talked about finances. How to create multiple income streams from one central hub. And I will teach you and guide you with all that. But this free masterclass is to give many of you an idea. Those of you who are watching, some of you found me on TikTok and you made a comment and said masterclass, so here it is. So that's what I wanted to do. We start with that, your vision board. Where do you want to be in these three important areas in your life? Your finances, your family, yes, and your fitness. Your family, fitness, and finances. In these three areas, you will have to be intentional. And it is really not hard. It is just taking one day at a time. Do not even freak out and feel, oh, it's going to be too much. I'll have to. No, one step at a time. I actually have a coaching where I give you a one-off, which is just about £49. It's a one-off for many of you who are going through the transition. And it's about 30 to 40 minutes. We explore what you're doing and I give you some guidance. That call will be by Zoom or Google Meet. Just depends on the day if I have a busy diary or not. So get in touch with me. There's a link somewhere down below. If you want a one-off coaching call, it's about £49. It's going up to 67 next week because I have made a decision that empowers those who are ready to take action, a decision that empowers the game changers, because the action takers, they are the money makers. Action takers, we are proactive. We don't wait for the government. We don't wait for friends. We don't wait for anybody to give us permission. We just go for it. So if you're my kind, let's go. Okay, so that's the first part, the vision board. We've talked about that. Number 2, we are going to now look at what is the skill set you have so far that can help you generate extra income. I come from a healthcare background. I used to work as a registered nurse, so let's explore that aspect. I have since left nursing and I've been coaching for some time, and I've worked with people of a diverse background. So anyhow, whatever your skill set is so far, it may not even be your profession, but it is something that comes second nature to you and you have dismissed it and you have had no idea that you are on a 6-figure revenue stream. This could be listening. You are a great listener. I do not want you to downplay your gift. Listen to me. Listen to Coach Meg. Do not downplay your gift. Do not downplay your talents, because that's what will keep you in the same space. Yes? And I know some of you are so nice. You're so gentle. You're a people person. There is a way to do this where you don't sound like a used car salesman. Okay, just the way you deliver, you're calm, you're approachable, you're personable. You're one of the best people to be in the marketplace, actively coaching, actively training others because of your people skills. And I know that sometimes that doesn't look like it is valued, but people skills are big in the marketplace. The ability to listen, the ability to hear what somebody's not saying, those are huge people skills. Okay. So apart from your skill set, your passion, your hobbies, it could be something that you even decide, okay, I'm going to learn something. I'm going to learn how to write an ebook. You can decide actually to learn a new skill. And then as you learn it, and as you become better, you can now start monetizing that. Can you see what I mean? It could be photography. You decide, you start with your smartphone. And as you start working with your smartphone, getting better images, you start testing by sending them to websites that sell images, you can start monetizing that. It could be your hairdresser. You love doing hair, but you may have a degree from somewhere and you decide, you know what, my degree is not helping me right now. We know this knowledge now. Sometimes the degrees people go for, they haven't helped us, right? So you can decide, what did I learn from that degree that can help me in the transition that I'm going through? Or you can decide to put it aside for now and just go completely no connection, nothing. And by the way, let me quickly interject. Do not be concerned that this is how I'll be known by. You can change what you do and how you are known online. You are a personal brand. A very important statement. You are a personal brand. And every human being knows we don't always do the same thing in life. So as a personal brand, you can switch gears from monetizing your skill set to either becoming a consultant or becoming a coach or whatever the thing is, or going back to school, whatever your thing is. You are free to do that. That is why this coaching helps you. Because if you follow the guidelines I'm giving you, you can actually fund your dreams and the next thing you want to do. Okay? All right. So what else on that? It could be you enjoy family or you have found a great marriage partner. There is such a huge demand in the marketplace for marriage coaches and counselors. Yes, so this is something you can start exploring. Okay, so we've now got number 2 types. The first one was your vision board. Let's get your vision board in that central space where you have on your website. The first space you open is your vision board. You look at your vision board to remind you, to inspire you that what you're doing is not wasted time. Because with this kind of focus, you need 6 months, 1 year, that's it. It will feel like you have made up for lost time. So I'm going to pause the video on this one and take a break. I will post a second one for you to now take it to the next level. So this is a masterclass and I'm taking a break because we're going for it. We want to enjoy quality of life. I mean, why else? Why should we be working hard all our lives, miserable all our lives? I don't think so. So at any age, anybody can make a change. So I'll see you on the next video.